I am a blondie. Well, almost. It's kind of more like red, but I'm getting my hair color tomorrow to make it more blonde. I had a video that I just recently posted last week. It was a product review, so you probably saw my blonde hair there, but never officially announced my blonde. But I really love it so far. I haven't been a blonde in like, I don't know, like 5 years, so it's kind of exciting. So I'm really excited about my hair. Obviously, I keep saying that. Sorry about the background noise, seriously. He just keeps drinking water. Like, he won't drink all day, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, he'll just like drink all his water. Like, he'll just keep going until it's gone. And he'll even lick the bowl until it's dry. Anyways, so I have been sick for the last like 48 hours. I somehow got a stomach virus, which, to be honest, I've never had a stomach virus before. Like, 27 years old, never had a stomach virus. Dog, quiet. Stop drinking water. Stop. Anyways, I've never had a stomach virus. I don't get sick very often, and I just out of nowhere after work after work on Tuesday, it just started progressing, getting worse and worse. And I drive an hour home from work, so like it was starting to get really miserable. And then I got home, felt worse, ate dinner, felt a little better, but then I had to go to the gym. I was like, I'm just gonna fight it, go to the gym because I have a show coming up. So I went to the gym and just felt like complete crap. Like, I was like, oh my God, like this is the first time I've ever just like gone through a whole workout. And I felt good about it, but then I got home and just felt like complete shit, and tried going to sleep at night. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, oh my God, I need to throw up. And crazy, also, I've only thrown up one time in my entire life, and that was due to alcohol because I had drank on an empty stomach. So you can tell my stomach is like very strong and can go through a lot. And so it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like dry heaving over the toilet and just trying to throw up, and I can't. And I know it's gross, TMI, whatever, but I ended up just having to force myself, so put my finger down my throat. And afterward, I felt so much better, but it was like the most worst experience ever. Got chills, hot, you know, got fever, felt really bad. The whole night I had like a hard time sleeping, and I ended up, like yesterday, all I ate was a rice cake, and my husband brought me Panera bread. So I had like this little thing of soup, piece of bread, and some iced green tea, and that was seriously all I ate all day. Today I had more of an appetite, but it's I think like, what time is it? It is 3:33, and all I've eaten was like 20 grams of oatmeal, 2 egg whites, and I just ate a small protein bar from Oh Yeah. So no like appetite yet, and it's just like this weird full feeling. And I don't know if anybody's ever had that experience. If you've ever gotten sick, what did you do to get better? So comment below some things, because I feel like this is gonna come back around because everybody's got a stomach virus right now. And I have no food in my house, nothing to prepare me for any sickness. So I want to kind of stock up on some things that last a while that would be good for stomach viruses, and anything that would help with nausea or anything like that. So I did hear about ginger tea or even ginger products, so might go buy some of that and help me just get my appetite back as well. But so right now I'm going to meal prep because I was supposed to do that yesterday, but I was just like handicapped in bed all day long. And of course, I'm like a few weeks from a show, and I haven't really been prepping. Have had a hard time with food, had a hard time with training. My schedule has been like super busy, so it's been really hard staying on track, and I need to just dial down and not make excuses. So I need to clean my kitchen, meal prep. So I figured I'd show you guys some stuff that I'm gonna meal prep. I hope none of my meat went bad because it's been in the fridge for a few days. So I will show you that. Keep it very simple, nothing crazy, but just another idea that you can meal prep. Alright, so I have tilapia being thawed out right now. Since obviously I was sick yesterday, none of my meat really thawed out, and I haven't had the chance to put in the fridge. So I'm doing tilapia, and the reason I like some seafood, I don't eat seafood a lot, but the greatest thing is you get 4 ounces, It's only 90 calories, 1 gram of fat, 0 grams of carbs, and 21 grams of protein. So this is just straight protein. I wanted to try and find the cod because I like cod a lot better, but tilapia was the closest thing that I liked, except they did have salmon in this brand, but salmon has more fat grams, which I'd rather get from other foods and things like that. And then I have sweet potatoes in the oven, so this is going for another 30 minutes. I usually do it at, I can't talk. I usually do it at 400 degrees for 1 hour, and then I take the oven off and do another 30 minutes in the oven just to let it sit there. And then I have these turkey patties that I'm gonna do. They're actually turkey sliders for like dinner and stuff, but I'm actually gonna do this for some breakfast, and then the other half I'm gonna plug in and do for like a turkey salad, or just have that with the sweet potatoes, kind of just play with it. So I usually like to try and, oops, sorry. I usually try and change it up a bit, so if I'm prepping something more in bulk, instead of eating everything for like the same type of meal, so like the turkey sliders, not just having it for dinner, but also like eating one with eggs and oatmeal or something like that. Like change it up, make like a taco out of it, and then the other half can be used for dinner. Same thing with like the tilapia. Like I could eat tilapia with like eggs or, you know, oatmeal, you know, just change it up. It's kind of like weird combos, but sometimes when you're just looking to get the right macros in and hit your numbers and just have well-rounded meals, it's a good way to change it up and not get bored. I'm still gonna prep this and have it ready because I can actually put the turkey sliders in this as well and make like a turkey protein pasta. Where's the macros? So this is 2 ounces. You get 2 grams of fat and 38 grams of carbs and 10 grams of protein. So sometimes what I do is actually cut the serving in half. That way I'm not having the full 38 grams of carbs. Sometimes I only want like half of that, especially if I'm adding salads and different things that have some carbs in it. But the protein, it's a good way to get a little extra protein in on top of whatever meat you add in your food. Alright, so the turkey patties are coming together nicely, but I am doing the protein pasta. I measured out 84 grams, so this is 3 servings. This, well actually, it's 56 grams for 1 serving, but I cut it in half, so it's 3 half servings. So I'll have that with some of the turkey. And my sweet potatoes are still going, 25 minutes left. Waiting for the water to boil for the pasta. And let's check the tilapia. Feels like these are ready to season. Alright, time for the pasta to go in. Should have got a bigger pot. Can't waste the macros. All I gotta say is the smell of this food is just like making my stomach hurt. So obviously I'm not over my virus, but at least I'm the one eating all this food. Okay, so tilapia, I didn't have a seafood seasoning. I wish I did, but I just put some black pepper, a little bit of sea salt, some onion powder, and did a little bit of garlic powder. And then I sprayed, I can't believe there's not butter on it before I put the seasonings on, and I also sprayed it on the pan. I'm going to put this in the oven because I'm just like not feeling the best right now, so if I can just like do less work, that would be perfect. Oops. So I actually had to move the potatoes down because it still has like 20 more minutes, and now I'm going to throw in the tilapia. This is going to go in for about 15 minutes. Since it's thawed out, I might have to do it longer, so I actually might just let it go 17.5 minutes. Alright, so I have that going, and these should almost be done. If not, they're done already. Let me see. Season them pretty decently. I'm going to cut one in half and test it out. So the turkey patties are done, the pasta's done, and now I'm going to put these easy vegetable bags in the oven, or sorry, not the oven, the microwave. So if you're trying to be quick at prepping, just find these bags that you can just steam real quick. You can find this stuff in the frozen department, but I find this in my produce department. It's a lot fresher, so yeah. So I'm gonna put it in for 3.5 minutes like it says. Oops. My brain is just Not there today. All right, so once that is done, I also have green beans. So I'm gonna do this one. It's 5 minutes, and this will go with the tilapia and sweet potatoes. So one thing that I haven't done in a while that I just started incorporating because duh, it's easy is just a protein parfait. So I like Light and Fit Greek yogurt, the vanilla flavor, because it's a little sweet. But you get a whole cup for 130 calories, 0 fat, 13 grams of carbs, and 18 grams of protein, which is like amazing. A lot of the other brands that I've saw with the Greek yogurt is it's 26 grams of carbs. But if you're adding in granola and fruit, like those carbs will add up and you'll have, easily 50, 60 grams. So the Light and Fit actually is 13 grams, so it's pretty much in half of what a lot of other yogurts that I've seen. So what I usually do is 1 serving of this, half a serving of granola, and then I do 50 grams combined berries. So you can do raspberries, strawberries, whatever you want, but I like blueberries and blackberries. Sorry, the microwave is popping my beans, and I hope that it's not like exploding. That sounds like really scary. Okay, I'm just gonna trust it and let it do its thing. So the Greek yogurt, let's see, it's 225 grams. So I'm going to mix this up and weigh it out on the scale. I don't know if anybody's the same, but I just get kind of grossed out with when it gets all liquidy on top. So 225 grams. You actually get quite a bit, so I'm a little surprised. Am I doing this right? Yeah, 225, okay. Ah! Let's see if I can get a little bit more out. Close enough. Okay, so there's that. And then for the granola, since I'm doing half, I'm going to be doing 29 grams. Really? Okay, there we go. So 29 kind of fluctuates 1 or 2 grams, and that's why I'm not like super precise sometimes. Alright, so now I'm going to add in my berries, and I'm doing 50 grams total. I kind of like to combine them evenly, so I just like do a little bit of each. And voila! So all I do is stick this in the fridge, and it's good to go for tomorrow. Since I'm kind of weirded out about prepping this stuff like 2-3 days in advance, I just make it every night. It takes literally like 2 minutes. So lunch meal prep is complete. 2 turkey patties, which is 22 grams of protein, half a serving of protein pasta, which is like 18 grams of carbs, about 5 grams of protein, and broccoli, which is about 1 1/4 serving, so that's about, I don't even know, like 5 grams of carbs, it's like 30 calories. So it's super easy, very simple, good portions, marinara sauce, seasoned, everything is like beautiful. So lunch is complete now, and also the parfait is complete. So breakfast, lunch is complete, and I have the green beans cooling down a little bit, and the potatoes will be done soon, and the tilapia is almost done. Alright, lunch / dinner meals are about to be done. I have the green beans and the tilapia done, and now it's the sweet potatoes that I'm going to add to the containers. So this is the beauty of doing it in the oven, because the skin literally just peels right back, and it's not messy, it's easy to do, and you can literally just like cut it in sections or just peel it right out of the skin. My food is complete. So it actually ended up being 4 ounces of sweet potato because I was running out. But what I did is I completed my 4 containers here, but then I had some leftover broccoli and some leftover turkey patties because I did 3 servings of the spaghetti, not 4, so I had 2 leftover turkey patties. So what I did is created a meal out of all the leftover that I had at the end. So good way to change up your meals a little bit. So did that, and the other 4 containers is tilapia, green beans, and sweet potato. I'm pretty simple with my meal prep. I usually keep my potatoes pretty plain. Sometimes I'll add like some salt and pepper, but I did add some sea salt to the green beans, and then like you saw earlier, I've seasoned my tilapia. So as you can see, I also have it on the meal prep container lid. This helps cool down the containers quicker, so that way I can get it in the fridge and I don't have to wait forever for it to be flat on the surface to cool down. So good little tip. This has always helped me out. I also get these containers off of Amazon, so I'll try and look up the link to it and find you a good deal as far as price and how many containers you get. But I got these in December, and my containers are just now like the inside is starting to fall apart. You can see the white. So they're getting a little worn, but yeah, good meal prep containers. Dinner is done, and I'm about to actually dinner for myself right now, but not these containers because I want this to last for the next few days. So I'm pretty good at keeping my kitchen clean. Look at that. Just a couple containers, and I'm gonna throw this away. Always a huge fan of foil because, as you know, all you gotta do is just fold it up and you're good. So I hope this gave you a couple ideas on meal prep. It's really simple, easy to do. You don't have to do anything crazy. As you know, a lot of times I'm like, when I'm explaining what I'm doing, it's like, oh, it's almost there. It's like really close. I don't stress about the exact gram. Like, I'm trying to get close because I do love my food. But in the end, at the end of the day, depending on my training, depending on my activity levels, you know, I might burn those few extra calories from those grams, or I might store it. Like, it kind of balances out. I don't see a huge difference with it. It's one thing if I'm like going over hundreds of calories or under several hundred calories, or I'm very sedentary, but I've gotten very in tune with my body and what works for me. So if you don't like weighing food, it's good to do anyways, even for a few weeks, just to get an idea of your portions, and then you can move on to just eyeballing it, doing like the palm of, you know, what I talked about before, the palm of protein, fist of carbs, fist of fats method. Just really having an idea of like meal portions and eating throughout the day. And so every meal, as you can tell, it sticks around. For me personally, is 20 to 25 grams of protein. I have about 20 grams of carbs for each meal, just about, sometimes 30 grams. And it's usually 30, 35 grams, but some meals are 20 grams. It depends on like, if I'm more active, I'll have more of my carbs around my workouts and when I really needed it, and then less carbs in my meals that I don't need the most, like at my breakfast or late at night. So that's a good rule of thumb too. These are just some of the meals, but I didn't include like all my snacks or anything like that. But I just want to show you just an easy meal prep, best way of just getting it done and stay on track. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, I have my information below. You can always email me, follow me on social media. I'm always here for you, and thank you again. I will see you next time. Bye.